Well, I guess you're here to learn about how to get an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank, right? Okay, let's just jump right into it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweater Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to show you how to get approved for an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank. The first step is you need to know the best startup business cards. The cool thing here is that you have a whole typology of business startup credit cards that are available out there, but you need to choose the right one. So we have actually covered this on another show, and the show is called the Top 10 High Limit Startup Business Credit Cards for Fair or Poor Credit from Big National Banks. I would strongly recommend that you go and check out that video, but I will quickly go through the list here. So we have a Synovus Business Visa credit card. That's a good one. And the maximum credit limit here is $250,000. We have the Wells Fargo Business Platinum credit card, and the maximum credit limit here is $500,000. And we have the Bank of America Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards credit card, and here the maximum credit limit is $1 million. And we have the PNC Cash Rewards Visa Signature Business Credit Cards, and the maximum credit limit here is $350,000. The U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa Business Card, maximum credit limit $500,000. We have the SunTrust Bank Business Cash Rewards Credit Card, maximum limit is $200,000. We have the TD Business Solutions Credit Card, and the maximum credit here is $150,000. We have the BMO Harris Business Platinum MasterCard, maximum credit limit is $300,000. We do have the Union Bank Business Preferred Rewards Visa Credit Card, maximum credit $200,000. And we have the Huntington Bank Voice Business Credit Card, and the maximum credit limit here is $250,000. So this is not an exhaustive list of business credit cards for EIN with EIN only for startups, but it gives you a clear idea. All these cards that I've just given you, they require a minimal operational history ranging from 3 months to 6 months. So if you are a startup with 4 months or 5 months, you can qualify, no problem. And as I said before, if you need more information, go watch that video, okay? And in terms of FICO, the FICO are kind of low also. Some lenders will go as low as a 525 or 530 in terms of approval. So you are good to go. So first step, you need to know the best startup business credit cards with EIN only. Step number 2, you need to get ready. I want you to get your shh together. Get your shh together. Very important. And when we speak about getting organized, getting ready, you need to think about your EIN. Obviously, if you want to get an EIN only startup business credit cards, you need to have an EIN. And beyond getting an EIN, I want you to incorporate. I know a lot of people out there want to have an EIN and still remain a sole proprietorship because it's so easy, it's so quick, you can do it quickly. But having an EIN and having a legit business grants you more benefits. You want to divorce your personal affairs from your business's affairs. And I'm not even talking about just from a legal standpoint. I'm talking about from a fiscal standpoint. I'm talking about from an operational standpoint. Okay, so this is very important because let me give you an example. From a fiscal standpoint, would you want to have a problem? Would you want the IRS to start auditing you because the business is having a problem? No. If your business is having a problem, the business is having a problem. If you personally are having a problem with the authorities, with the tax authorities, you are having a problem because the last thing you want is to have your ass being audited by the IRS on the individual level simply because your business is messing up. Your business is having a problem. So it's important to divorce your personal affairs from your business affairs. Choose the right legal structure. Incorporate, be an LLC, LP, an S Corp, or C Corp. You want to have articles of incorporation or articles of organization. Big decision time. Let me ask you a question. Do you currently have articles of incorporation or articles of organization? Assuming that you have incorporated, do you have those? Talk to me. Don't look around. I want you to talk to me. Because if you don't have those, you need to have them now. Because in some EIN only business startup credit card applications, the issuer might ask for this sort of what I call foundational documents. You also want to clarify ownership. Is this a new business, existing business, or acquired business? Do you have the right licenses and permits? Do you have a business plan? Okay, if you are a startup with no sales, with no revenue, and you want to get an EIN only startup business credit card, you sure can. This is where a business plan becomes quintessential, because the business plan will have to project a prospective picture about your business. Okay, and you can do this by having projected data, projected financial statements. Step number 3, folks. If you want to get approved for an EIN only startup business credit card, you need to choose a bank. You need to choose a lender, a credit card issuer. Well, it has to be a bank anyway, or a credit union, because when we speak about EIN only startup business credit cards, you have no online lender. You have no alternative lender that actually plays in that ecosystem. So it's got to be a bank, a credit union, or in some cases, a fintech. So you want to start with your existing bank. Where do you bank right now? I want you to talk to me. Do you bank with Chase, Bank of America? Where do you bank? So this is where you want to start, because they already have the relationship with you. They have an idea of your transactional volume, either at the personal level or at the business level. So this is where the conversation should start. And then you can move on to a big national bank, a credit union, a regional bank, or a community bank. It's totally up to you. And the big question you need to ask yourself is it worth it? Let me ask this another way. The EIN only startup business credit card, your EIN, are the terms good for you? Are the penalties good for you? Are the conditions good for you? Are the rewards good for you? What about fintech credit cards? Is that better? Because this could be an option also. Here I'm talking about Ramp. I'm speaking about Roll. I am speaking about Brex. And I'm speaking about Stripe. All those 4 are corporate cards. In other words, they are EIN only startup business credit cards. They actually don't ask for personal guarantee. So this could be an option also. I mean, of course, in today's conversation, we are talking strictly about getting an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank. Okay. And one thing you need to do is to establish an MPR with the big bank. You got to choose one. MPR stands for multi-product relationship. We have actually covered this on other shows, and it always kind of makes me laugh when some viewers just write down, hey, well, I don't understand this guy. He's just talking about credit cards and he's talking about opening a checking account. It's because they have no idea. Those folks, they have no idea how the credit game is played, because we have been doing this for more than 20 years. We have folks in our team who are in the 40s and 50s and 60s. And this is how you cultivate relationship. If you are an EIN, if you are a startup and you want an EIN only business credit card, business loan, you need to open a checking account, savings accounts, investment accounts, IRAs, or whatever it is. You don't have to open all 4 though, but the more you open, the better. Speaking of establishing an MPR with a big bank, beyond opening bank accounts, you can also hire the bank for services. Big national banks such as PNC, Wells Fargo, Chase, Citi, Bank of America, and so on and so forth. They also offer services. For example, merchant services, payroll services, treasury management services. You want to hire them. You want to hire a big bank for this kind of services. Step number 4. If your goal is to get approved for an EIN only startup business credit card with a big national bank, you need to check your credit score. Actually, your credit scores, because we have a duality here. We have to check the credit score at the personal level, but also at the business level. Let's talk about the personal level first. So you want to check your FICO. And there are a lot of ways you can do this. A lot of ways. You can go on a website rather called annualcreditreport.com. This is a federally authorized website. Congress has mandated that this website make available to consumers once per year a free credit report. So you just want to sign up with that website and you will get a free credit report from Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And you also have other players in the industry that offer free ongoing credit reports. So you have Nav, Wallet Hub, you have Nerd Wallet, okay, and you also can get your personal credit score from your personal credit card statements. That's for checking your personal credit score. You can also check your business credit score. Obviously, if you are a startup, depending on how old your startup is, you might not have business credit. Okay, but if you do, you can still check, or you can still set up a DNB, Dun & Bradstreet account, so that you're able to start building business credit little by little. This is very important. And so when we talk about business credit, you have three main players. So you have Dun & Bradstreet, you have Equifax, and Experian. Obviously, there are others, but those are the three primary players. And you want to start working on trade lines. We have covered this topic on other show, net 30, net 45, net 60 vendors. And you also want to look at your business, you want to check your business credit score anyway, because God forbid, if there is a derogatory item, you want to remove it ASAP. Or if there is a false item, an inaccurate item, you want to remove it ASAP. So it's very important to check this. You want to check your credit score not only at the business level, but also at the personal level. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sorty Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about how to get an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank. And the cool thing here is that, listen, with a big national bank, you don't have to worry about geography, right? You don't have, because they cover the whole United States. So even if you are in Alaska or Hawaii, in other words, if you're not in the continental United States, you can still qualify for this card. Step number 5, you want to consider co-applicants. What I'm trying to say here is that if you want to increase your chances of getting an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank, you want to ask whether or not there are co-founders with stellar credit. I'm not assuming that you have poor or fair credit, but I'm just saying that when we look at the overall credit profile of your business application, is there any way we can beef it up? We can improve it. We can actually bring it up a notch by putting in the mix co-founders with stellar credit. And it's important to understand also that this could be a good opportunity for your business to explore the pros and cons of co-application. And can you have multiple card authorizers? In terms of employees' card authorization, this is something you need to think about also. And should you, at the end of the day, consider a secured business credit card? Because if you can't qualify for an EIN only unsecured startup business credit card from a big national bank, maybe there could be another opportunity in terms of getting a secure credit card. What about a business credit line instead of a business credit card? Because if you really think about it, a business credit line works similarly to a business credit card. The only difference is that with the business credit card, you have the card itself, right? So you can just pay for purchases. But the business credit line, you can actually also get a card and tap into the funds by transferring the money from the business line of credit to your business checking account. It just requires an additional step. In some cases, the banks might actually have restrictions. And should you try the corporate credit card I was talking to you about earlier? It's the Brex of the world, the Rams, the Stripes, the Amex card, and you also have the Roll corporate card. Step number 6, folks. You want to contact your bank. I'm speaking about the big national bank where you currently bank, where you currently have your account, your business accounts. So it's important before calling your banker to understand which type of business credit card you want. Do you want a card that has a plethora of expense reporting features? A credit card that focuses on rewards, cashback, the card that allows you to save money by doing balance transfers? You need to have a clear idea of what kind of business credit card you need. Let me ask you a question. Big decision time here. What are your startup's spend patterns? Your current spend patterns or the ones you're going to have in the next 6 to 9 months. It's very important, folks, because if you want to get a EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank, you better have a clear idea of what you're going to use the money for. Are you a big traveler? Does your team travel a lot? Are you on the road? Do you entertain your clients a lot? Do you need a credit card that allows you to rake it in terms of rewards for dining? This is important. You want to think about seasonality versus cyclicality. And this harks back to the macro of the industry. Okay, if you're an industry that is highly seasonal, then you need to think about that in terms of getting the credit card you need, not only the credit card you need, but also the limits you can get. Cyclicality. Are you in a field? Are you in a sector that every 2 years, every 3 years goes through a cycle? Those are important. So I'm just giving you topics that you might want to discuss, that you might want to prepare for before meeting the banker. And once you meet with him or her, you want to talk about those topics. You also want to think about the bank requirements. What are the requirements that your bank has in terms of issuing an EIN only startup business credit card? For example, revenue, operational history, the industry you're in, the guarantees, the potential guarantees they might ask for. Are they asking for business plans, projected sales? Those are things you need to prepare for before talking to the banker. In any case, if you are a startup and you're looking for an EIN only business credit card, I will strongly suggest that you prepare a business plan in addition to projected sales. So the business plan with actual data, actual financial statements, but also projected financial statements. Step number 7, once you've done all of this, that you are comfortable, that you're confident, you want to apply. And when we speak about big national bank and we speak about EIN only startup business credit cards, we would strongly, and this is based on our research, we have been doing this for more than 20 years in our team, and it's a lot better to apply online, to apply at a branch rather, because you can actually apply online at a branch or over the phone. But our preference, and we have data to back this up, is to apply at a branch, is to have a conversation with the banker to iron out all the details before applying. So you don't have I would say a bad hard pull on your personal credit. You also need to think about the types of business credit cards that you're looking for. Now, FYI only, here are the first few pages of the application process for a Bank of America EIN only business credit card. You can see here We're speaking about the Business Advantage Customized Cash Rewards Credit Card. And you click Apply Now. They'll ask you for your business name and address, the name you want to have on the card, right? Whether you have a DBA, if not, you put the address, the address, the city, the state, the zip. They're asking you for the next slide. They're asking you for business, legal, and financial information, or what kind of a business structure you have. Next, they're asking you whether your business is publicly traded. They ask for revenue, year established. I'm actually going through this really quick because we have covered this section on an entire show. We have shown people how to actually step by step what you need to do when you fill out an application for an EIN only startup business credit card. And next, they're asking you if your business operates in the United States, if you are a nonprofit, if you engage in internet gambling activities, and then they asked about the personal. Sorry about that. They asked about the personal information. Okay, and you can see on the next screen here, they're asking you what kind of name you want to appear. You want to have appeared on the card, right? And they ask for your primary phone number, your email address, all that kind of stuff. So it's more, I would say, more information based. And they're asking you if you have a dual citizenship. They ask for your income. They ask for your date of birth, your social, your employment status, your title, your housing expenses. All of this is meant to actually gauge your liquidity level, as well as your credit worthiness. And once you do this, you just have to read the terms and conditions, and that's it. I just wanted to quickly, as I said before, quickly show you what you can expect if you apply for an EIN only startup business credit card, or just a credit card application for an established business. The bottom line here is it's just a lot better to fill out this application at a branch. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was just walking you through step by step how to get approved for an EIN only startup business credit card from a big national bank. Number one, you want to know the best startup business credit cards. Number two, you want to get ready. Number three, you want to choose a bank. Number four, you want to check your credit scores, both personal and business. Number five, you want to consider co-applicants. Number six, you want to contact your bank. Number seven, you want to apply. And that's it. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.